Hey guys, it's Sam from the Happiest Things Co. here with a quick planner tour. First, I wanted to show you all the covers that we have offered for the 2026 year. This is our Besties Bow cover. It is a laminated mini cover. This is flower, and this is ice cream. You can get any of the covers in any of the types, so laminated or hardcover, and you can choose big or small. So I wanted to show you all of the cover options first. Okay, now let me show you, we're gonna be looking in this planner, but I do want to show you the size comparisons from 2025 to 2026. You can see that they are the same size. The only difference in the build of the planners is the coils. This year we went with a clear plastic coil because they don't smush. You can see on my 2025 planner, the rings have become a little bit squished and misshapen just from putting it in a backpack, getting it out, things like that. It's very easy. Now, of course, you can just bend them back and they're totally fine, but I like this clear plastic coil, so I'm not worried about them mushing and it being hard to turn the pages or anything like that. Okay, so let's talk about the format really quickly. We are looking in our mini dream dashboard. You can get this in a large or a mini size. That's totally up to you. On the inside of our laminated covers, you're gonna get a year at a glance, so you can quickly see what dates fall on which day of the week. We have our welcome, message, just like in all of our planners. We have our vendor login information. And this theme that I'm showing you is the Bestie Bow cover. It is themed to, two girlfriends that you might recognize with their little flowers and the little polka dots. We have our sales goals for the year. And then for our monthly pages, we have our clients traveling, final balance due, and quote tracker, just like in our OG layout. But when you flip the page, you have your income and expenses over here, and you have a nice dot grid so that you can take notes, anything you need to do. But if you unfold this page, you will see that you have a map the month and a content brain dump. So this is our new marketing dashboard. We still have our holidays in 3+ months, lead magnet ideas, things like that. But this is going to allow us to map the month in an easier way, come up with our content ideas. We have this extra writing space over here. Then we can sort them into buckets and into platforms. We go to our calendar page, and in the back of your planner, you're going to find, if I can find the back, these stickers. So these stickers help you plan at a glance to determine when would be a great time for your clients to travel, or maybe when not to travel, or when you're making their itinerary and you want to know when party dates are so that Magic Kingdom isn't closing early, things like that. So you have these stickers up here to determine when Halloween parties are. These are for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and these are for Jollywood Nights. Over here we have sports stickers so that we know when things are going on at ESPN Wide World of Sports or Run Disney events. We know it's going to get a little extra crowded when that happens. Then over here we have these planning stickers. These are formatted to fit in your monthly calendars, and it has things like Festival of the Arts begins and ends, Flower and Garden. All the festivals have a beginning and an end. We have a Skyliner refurb that's coming up in January. We have when Typhoon Lagoon opens and closes, Blizzard Beach, and high crowd alerts. Down here we have these little ticket stickers, and this is to mark when specialty ticketed events happen, after hours, things like that, so that you always know what's going on and you can help your clients, decide on activities that they are wanting to do. So if we flip back to our monthly calendar, we can go into our weekly spread. Up here, you have all of your days of the week. You have your top 3 that you want to get done, plus you have extra room so that, you can jot down when you have appointments, things like that. Down here are your client journey tasks that you need to get done this week. So you can write your client's name, which journey step they're on, action needed, due date, and then a little check mark when you're done. This is for, when you have clients that are having dining days, or they're getting to that time in their booking where they need to decide what magical extras they want to do, or if you need to send them resort information. All of those steps can be recorded right here so you never miss anything. Over here we have our weekly long form content. You can do your type, your title or topic, primary goals, call to action, and then here is a little checklist for you to do so that you can gather and do all of your research, your filming, scripting, all of that. And then you have your content promotion plan so that you don't do all of this long form work and then you don't promote it. You can decide if you want to make some TikToks about it, some Instagram reels, carousels, things like that. And then a little idea for your posts, so you can put TikTok, date, and then maybe like a short form version of your long form content. And that is just going to repeat. Every month you've got all of your trackers. You have your fold out. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we did this fold out because you can have your weekly pages laid out and you can have your map of the month here, so that while you're filling out your long form content, you can make sure that you are hitting the things that you have planned in your marketing. So it just makes it a little bit easier to make sure everything gets lined up in that way. And this is the dream dashboard. You can get your cover personalized if you want. You can get your name, you can get your agency, anything like that. So next we will talk about the overachiever.